Hello, Caution House brothers and sisters. How we doing? Hey, as you guys can see, I'm the only one here, and this isn't a film reels or anything. I just want to give everybody a quick heads up about our next film reels and what else has been going on lately, so I'll just be a minute. You see, as you guys probably saw from our previous video, it's a trailer for pretty much what we're deciding to call our Caution House Star Wars Harvest Season. And this means that now, because we got a couple of Star Wars movies that have been out as of last year, Episode 7, and we got this one now this year with Rogue One, and they're planning to keep this up for the next couple of years with a few more sequels and spin-offs and standalone movies and so on and so forth. Because we at Caution House love Star Wars so much, and it's one of our favorite, anythings, especially in terms of everything else that we're a huge fan of, and Star Wars is just that important to the world, and especially to us, we decided to take every month in which a new movie is about to be released, like now and for the next couple of years, and dedicate that month entirely to Star Wars. Like with our different shows and segments and everything we have going on, whatever we decide to flush out for that month, it'll be tied in with Star Wars in some way or another. And we wanted to do this last year when The Force Awakens came out, but, we had a few other things on our plate, but now we're finally getting around to it. And this year, 2016, will be our first official Star Wars Harvest season. And with that being said, we do have, for this month, we've only been able to get 2 things filmed, and there's something else that we have coming out in a couple of days. And, I'm not going to say what it is now, but we will eventually get to there. And pretty much, I also wanted to make this as kind of like a heads up, like sort of a sneak peek as to what our next video on the channel is going to be. It will be a film reels, but it won't be for Rogue One. I mean, we are going to do a Rogue One film reels on wheels, but that's not going to be the next one. The next film reels that we're doing is actually one that we did and filmed last year when Star Wars Episode 7 came out, Force Awakens. We were going to get it all done and post it, but I was the editor for that, and to be honest, it took me forever to get everything with that video all finished and finalized and situated and everything. It took me forever, and by the time I finally got done with it, the whole all the hype and everything else, all the discussion and everything that was being talked about with that movie kind of already phased out. I mean, it's Star Wars, it can never phase out, but you know what I mean. So we decided to kind of put that idea on hold until we came up with, the Harvest Season idea. And then I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. And for the first official video for Harvest Season 2016, it'll finally be that one, that much belayed film reels of Episode 7. And that'll be the next one. And because it is a little bit more, because it is delayed, it's a video that we did last year, and we're finally getting around to posting it now. It's not going to be like a traditional film reels. I mean, it is, but the title alone, because it's so delayed and it took me a year to finally post this on the channel, that'll mark what I'm deciding to call sort of a different edition of Film Reels on Wheels called the Traffic Jam Edition. And what this means is, Film Reels on Wheels, as long as we've been doing Caution House, it's one of our longest running ideas. In the past maybe 2 years or so, we actually filmed a lot of film reels. A whole lot. Granted, at the channel, on the channel that is, right now there's only 2 of them posted, and that's because with all the different ones that we filmed, we've been all over the place with the film reels. We filmed one for Deadpool, Captain America 3, Civil War, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad, Ant-Man, even shitty ones like the Fantastic Four remake. Yeah, I know. Trust me, there's more negatives in that one than good, so that was the whole point, one big joke. But with us filming that many film reels all together and everything else that we had going on, we kind of ran out of time to piece it all together and throw it out there, when the hype when the hype of said movie was still going strong, because we've been having a lot of bugs with our editing software, technical difficulties and problems with scheduling and everything. That's why we haven't got around to posting that many. It's only been 2 so far. But now, since the next video will mark the first official Film Reels on Wheels Traffic Jam Edition, and it will start with Star Wars, from then and for the next couple of months, we will finally get around to completing and posting all those other Blade film reels that we filmed years ago but never got around to. Those will be coming soon, as well as all the current film reels that we're gonna do for coming out soon. And to be honest, I think there's gonna be a lot of horror themed ones, because supposedly 2017 is supposed to be like the comeback of slasher horror films. You know, Michael, Jason, Pennywise, you know, the Stephen King It remake, and just all this crazy stuff. So many sequels, so many remakes and reboots and everything. It's gonna be awesome. So we will have a lot of film reels coming out soon that'll like meet the current criteria, but at the same time we'll also be posting a lot of Blade film reels that we did either a year or 2 years ago and are finally getting around to posting on the channel now. So those will be right around the corner, on top of all the other segments that we have coming out very soon. You know, we have so many ideas and so many different shows and everything else that we've been meaning to flush out, and we're not going to do it all at once. You know, that would be crazy. Consider it like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where we'll throw certain segments out in different phases. You know, phase 1 is all about in the box, film reels on wheels, a few other things here and there, and then phase 2 we'll have a few other of our segments finally debuting, and so on and so forth. So the future is looking really bright for Caution House. Granted, we have been a little lazy, but no more. Now we're finally getting serious, and we're getting off our ass, and we're getting back to work. So just wanted to take a minute here to give you guys a heads up about what that trailer was all about and what's coming soon. So we'll see you guys then.